Do I just start, or?
Yes.
Okay. So because we had 3 slides, I decided to divide mine into where I've been, where I am, and where I'd like to be. So where I've been is, for about a year, I've been a user experience researcher at Usability Accessibility Research and Consulting, which is here on campus. I also just got my master's degree in technical communication. And through both of these avenues, I've learned a lot about technology, but what I've really focused on is something called user-centered design. So some of you might have heard of user-centered design. It's a set of design and research methodologies that allow you to investigate what are users' needs in a real situation so that you can better design technology to meet those needs. This is a picture from a study that's been really influential to me. It was done by Abigail Sellon and Richard Harper when they were working at Xerox PARC. And they were interested in how do people read in workplace settings, because they wanted to know what does technology need to do in order to support the types of reading that they need to do in order to accomplish work. It's very situated type of research. It's very focused on users, and most user-centered design methodologies see users as competent arbiters of their needs. So it values the input that users have. It doesn't just see them as research subjects, it sees them as people who can provide an important contribution to the design. So moving forward, where I am now, why I'm a EPET student instead of continuing on in technical communication or just with my career, is that I'm really interested in questions about technology, literacy, and learning disabilities. So I want to be able to ask questions like, how can people with dyslexia use technology to develop their literacy skills? Well, because I'm coming from this tradition of user-centered design and technical communication, I kind of want to ask that question a little bit differently. So I want to ask it more like, how do people with dyslexia currently use technology to participate in workplaces, classrooms, society at large, etc.? So how do people like me who have become successful but have dyslexia, what is our use of technology? How have we found workarounds to use technology that hasn't necessarily been designed for us in mind? So I also want to know, what can we learn from that process to better design the technology to support literacy and literacy development? Moving forward, and what I really want my RDP to be able to help me do, I've already included a lot of user-centered design stuff and technology stuff, is I want to be able to position these research questions within education. So I feel like these are really pressing questions for education, but I want to be able to use methodologies that are going to collect data that are going to be valuable to educators, and be able to situate it within theoretical frameworks that are going to, make it a meaningful contribution to education. So I'm interested in motivation. I think that's really relevant. A lot of the cognitive stuff that I've been reading and finding connected to a lot of the readings that we've had in class, I think there's a lot to help sort of validate a lot of the observations that people with dyslexia make about technology. But that's the kind of thing that I'd like feedback on. What methods can I use and learn, and frameworks should I apply?